How do you want your coffee?
What the heck are you doing in here? And how drunk did you get me?
Morning, mate. You're right.
I'm good, thanks. That is a very nice hat you're wearing, sir.
Thank you. I can say the same for you as well. Yours is very fetching.
Yes. I I think I'm going to go and do some farming to feel a
Yes.
little bit more manly.
Yeah. This is a little bit awkward. I'll catch you in a minute.
Yeah. You go back to your farm.
I'm off.
So it looks like we have our barley field to harvest. This is episode 3 of the Westland Wildlands multiplayer. I think it's episode 3, and we have a lot of work to do. Again, the second field of soybeans is up, mostly fertilized, but what I'm going to do is get a worker going on the combine. Hopefully we can afford that. Kartek has not fixed the time, but I'm not going to complain about that just yet. Because I need all the time I can get today. I need to adjust my game sound, I think. That's still a little bit loud. Oh, we're not going to be in the combine much today. So hopefully you enjoyed the last video. I am going to attempt to make this one a little bit shorter. I think 2 hours was too long for most people, although some of you, it would appear, have watched pretty much all of it. So do we have straw swath enabled? Because we want all of the straw. We do not. And the worker seems to be missing a bit. Oh, F1, enable straw, H. And then I'm going to jump in one of the tractors and go get a baler. We probably need to, in that case, we're going to borrow. We've got £5 left we can borrow on the loan, which is not ideal. We'll save ours on the leased tractor and we'll take our own one up to the store. Get the baler. We're going to need to lease a bale trailer as well, and then because we have cheaty strength on, our Kartek's fixed the time, we can cheaty strength the bales onto the trailer and all will be good. We need to top the tractor up with some fuel as well. So yeah, I think once we've got the baler, we will jump into our first little bit of time lapse, getting the bales and the harvesting done. Might replant that field with something a little bit different. Might go sugar beets for some of it. We've got the old root crop harvester added in now. We've added in a bunch of stuff. So we've added in some cheap silaging equipment, so we could do some silage maybe. That might be a good option. So let's get ourselves a baler. That does 150. We'll do one that does slightly bigger bales. At least that for £2. Cool. Hopefully selling the straw bales will make us a decent amount of cash. I have to admit, I am slightly uncomfortable with our current financial position. I'm planning to keep a lot of the barley. We'll probably sell about half, I think. The rest we are going to use for chickens. So the other thing I want to do before we jump into the time lapse is check on the price of things like straw and silage. So I can't remember if it was the last video or the one before where we were messing around with the train and did confirm afterwards. In fact, I think I put it in the edit that yeah, we need to use an auger wagon to sell into the train. It looks like Kartek is cracking on with harvesting some soybeans. Let's make these bales as big as we can. less bales is always good. What's the combine up to? Oh, it's down there. Cool. So we'll use our tractor to bale, we'll use the other one to cart, and I think we'll probably jump in to an early time lapse at this point. So I will be back with you in a little bit.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. I'm gonna quit my job, never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night.
So, got a decent chunk of this field harvested. Probably about half. Worker is missing a few bits, but not the end of the world. And I'm missing some bits of straw, but again, I am not massively bothered. Just going to empty the combine again, and then I think probably we'll put this in the silo. Hopefully we can get him emptied before we meet our other tractor, which is on the baler. It's looking unlikely, I think, unless the combine fills and stops. We'll get some out. Yeah, I think we'll put this in the silo for now, and then I'll decide how much I want to sell and how much I want to keep. Particularly as we want to sell to the train, so we do need to get an auger for that. Straw price is good, and one of my neighbours is trimming their garden, and hopefully that is not coming through on the microphone. It sounds incredibly loud to me. Yeah, kind of annoying. Come on, tractor, accelerate. There we go. Should probably put this into manual gears, I think. Getting a decent yield off of here, which is kind of expected with barley, I guess. Hopefully the fertilisation issue will go away once we've done a complete harvest off this field. So we can do a drive through on this one rather than reverse in, which is nice. And yes, I'm using the leased tractor to cart because I can turn it off between runs and save hours, basically. Because financially we are not in a great place. looks like Kartek is doing a combination of harvesting, same way he's got a worker going on the harvester, and I think he's been doing some fertilizer spreading in the background. And he's racing somewhere. Kind of like that we can see each other work in the background. I think that's really cool. So we'll switch that off and get back to baling. Yeah, this is not my favourite kind of baler, I will have to admit, but it was so cheap. Much prefer a square baler, particularly for doing straw, because you can go continuously. But that is a long way off us being able to afford it, because I'm not doing the mini bales. Anyway, because of this streaming noise, I'm going to go back and get this field finished off, and I will talk to you after that.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile and my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Can't get enough of this, being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this, being with you is a never-ending sunshine. You got your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn-out jeans. What could go wrong? Something on piercing.
What she said.
Very impressive, Search. Very impressive.
And do you know what? It was a bargain.
Did you get it in the sales?
It was in the sale, yeah.
That's not fair. That's very definitely cheating.
Oh, it's not. Hey, it's in the game. It's not cheating.
True. Hopefully you can't hear. One of my neighbours has started streaming. I'm not sure if it's actually coming through on the sound.
No, I can't hear it. There's a steel saw going off in the background here, so
Oh, lovely.
yeah,
We picked
always
a-
good, isn't it?
Must be bank holiday weekend coming up or something.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get jobs done.
Yeah, everyone's got their family coming around for the weekend, I guess.
Yeah, trying to get the place tidied up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going away for the weekend, so not my problem.
Good.
Yeah.
Anywhere nice?
Evesham, up in the Midlands.
Oh, okay. Not overly far from myself.
No, I used to live there, and it's a reattempt at my failed attempt a few months ago to get my tattoo finished.
Ah.
The tattoo artist got food poisoning the night before last time, which was a bit annoying, having spent a couple £100 on accommodation to go away for the weekend.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? That.
Yeah. No, so we'll be. The plus was we did get to go and drive around Clarkson's farm, so.
Go then.
Yeah.
Did you pop in or was it heaving?
Oh God, no! It was a Saturday. It was rammed. I can
Yeah, I can imagine it's bedlam at times.
I can understand why the locals did not want a shop there.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. We watched it again at the weekend, and seeing it again, having seen it in real life, the episode where they're harvesting and they're bringing the combine into the farm.
Yeah.
It's like a 1.5 track road with a wide-ish grass verge, but when we drove past, the grass verge was non-existent because it was just full of people parked to go to Clarkson shop.
Yeah.
And so
I can imagine.
if you live there and you're trying to drive around and there are two cars trying to get down the road, it's really tricky. if you're a farmer and you're trying to get your combine down the road, or a tractor, or anything like that, it's,
Yeah, it's it's going to be snug. I remember the episode where they opened, and he put it on Twitter, I think it was, wasn't it? And he was like, "Is anybody going to turn up?" And then he starts walking down the road, and there's cars as far as you can see.
yeah.
You think, "Oh, it's going to be successful then," and that
Well,
was just for potatoes.
He's got like, well, people don't care what the shop's got, do they?
No, exactly. Yeah, it's just the
It's going with the chance of meeting Clarkson.
yeah. All Caleb and everybody else now. They've all seemed to shot to fame, don't they?
Yeah, and he is such a funny kid as well, and grown himself a pretty successful business aside from being on Clarkson's farm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Was he 20? He's probably about 22 now, isn't he? I think, but yeah, just the stuff he does. I think fair play. He's got his head screwed on right.
Hard worker, I guess, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Which makes a big difference.
it does indeed.
Rather than these people who sit and play video games all day.
Yeah, pretend to work. Yeah.
Something like that. I'm very glad we have crop destruction turned off as well. I'm being a very bad farmer.
Yeah, same. I was unloading. Yeah, I've started the wrong. Hold on, 1 second. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I was unloading in the crops earlier.
Same. I'm kind of multitasking because I've got to try and bale and harvest at the same time. So thank God for workers, and thank God for that last little tiny bit of my loan.
Oh, has it bailed you out again?
Yeah, I didn't want to get to the problem I had last time where I ran out of cash and couldn't pay the workers, so they walked off and never came back.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever got to that point, but I've seen a few people get that, and yeah, it's funny. Where have they gone? Oh yeah, I've got no money.
Yeah, it's the fact that I couldn't get them to restart at all. Even once I had money again, they just would not come back and work for me, so I didn't want to get in that position today.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because it's a busy day. Crops with straw are a bad idea.
A double bubble?
Yeah. The straw price is pretty good, actually. And with cheaty strength, it'll be much easier to get them into the train bale sell point.
Yes, there is that. Yeah, I'd forgotten. Yeah, oh yeah, I'd forgotten that we can lob things around as we wish.
Yeah, I'm fully planning to exploit that to load the bale trailer and sell the bales, because I'm getting quite a lot of them. I've really underestimated how big I'd made this field. And that's no bad thing, because it means I can sell some of the barley as well as keeping some of it, so...
Yeah, good shout.
Have you managed to sell anything yet through the train?
Not yet. I've finally got the auger in position, and I think I've got a full trailer, so I'm heading back up now, and we'll give it a whiz.
I think they've changed how the sales used to work. Because I'm sure before that even if you brought it, I would still see it in the sales, and it's not there now, so nice work, sir.
I did get a bit of a bargain there, I do have to say. Mind you, it was only... I think it was 19.
Yeah, it's not
maybe.
that expensive.
No.
So, yeah, I'm sure when we were doing the one on averaging countryside, if someone brought something from the sales, it stayed, and you could go and buy it. Someone else could go and buy it as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I suppose. Don't know actually. I've never really thought about it. If it's in the sales for both of us,
Yeah, it's
or
sort of
steal it. I mean, buy it.
yeah, it sort of makes sense that there should only be one because it's used equipment. So
Yeah.
I quite like that it adds a very random element to what you end up having.
Oh, yeah, because it can be like you say. You could not have thought to go down that route, and then you see a bargain, and like we were saying earlier, completely change the tact of what you want to do.
Yeah, you find a random bit of kit on sale and go, actually, yeah, that works. And particularly with this, where money is going to be an issue for a while. And I don't know actually whether I suspect you'd lose less money buying used. Because when you buy new stuff, obviously it loses a ton of value straight away. Versus I've not really looked as when you buy something used, whether it's still worth most of its value.
Yeah, that's the point. I suppose there's the element of having to repair it, but
Yeah, that's true. You don't get that cash back, do you, I guess?
no, but it's one of them, isn't it? I suppose it's swings and roundabouts. Like with an auger, you don't necessarily need to repair that, do you?
No. No, as long as it pushes grain through.
Oh, we'll see in a minute, yeah.
It's a bit like front loaders. I've apart from the fact that it really bugs my OCD that it shows us damage on the tractor with the way FS deals with damage, I very rarely repair front loaders because they still work.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's certain things that you really don't need to bother with repairing.
Trailers as well. I've not actually noticed in FS now they've got the trailer weight limit, whether it affects that. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
If your trailer was getting...
indeed, overall speed.
Yeah, if your trailer was getting a bit old and tired, maybe it was harder to pull, or it just couldn't hold as much weight.
Yeah, it slows you down, like the brakes are seized or something.
Yeah, and that's called manual attach, isn't it?
Yeah, not connecting the hoses, yeah.
Every person I watch who plays with that mod seems to forget to connect the hoses on something and drive off with the brakes on.
And wonder why it's not working.
Yeah.
Right, let's give this a go.
I would come and watch, but I'm doing a really bad job of bailing at the moment.
Can't imagine that. I think this is going to work, you know. Eureka!
Excellent. It was obviously worth doing that little bit of testing.
It was, thank you very much.
Okay, I was really surprised that no one commented in any of the videos that we were being stupid.
Yeah, I thought people would have taken the opportunity to do that. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. But I guess if not many people have played on here yet, not that new a map, is it?
I suppose there is that, yeah. Whether actually people have ventured this way or not, and
Yeah, or given up when they couldn't get a trigger to come up and screamed it's broken.
yeah, or left it to the person that they're playing with to work it out.
Yeah, all that. It's very cleverly done. It's very cleverly done.
It is a nice touch, and there's so many little things that you spot, like the smoke coming out the chimneys and the oil drum fire and the train sounds, and it is very, very good.
It's really, for something that's, it's a relatively simple map, it has a lot of really cool features on it.
It does indeed, yeah.
up at the, I haven't been up there in what we're doing, but watching Mr. CDP and up at the BGA where there's the slurry tank that you mentioned with the bit of gold sitting in the middle, but it's all animated and stuff. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's like swirling round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mixing it up. Yep. It's very clever.
It's hopefully I thought I'd seen I think he's working on bringing the Mercury Farms animal sheds to the game next, but I'm hoping he brings one of his other maps because I didn't really play them much in 19. Did a little bit on Sussex Farms, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe Mercury Farms. Played one of them a bit. But I found some of the features, because it was fairly early on in my playing FS, if I found a feature that could really easily make money, I would just keep doing it. And with some of Jim's maps, that's, delivering water or something really simple.
Yeah.
And it was because I used to find FS really difficult to actually make money in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So you discover silage or eggs.
Yeah. My first save turned into a massive horse ranch with horse helper, and just selling horses every couple of days for 50 grand a piece.
Yeah, because it's only 5k, I think, is it now? They go up to, not 50, I think.
Yes, but you get foals, which is quite a big difference. And
yeah, true.
I think it takes longer as well now.
Yeah, it seems to.
They're not.
I've seen.
They're definitely not the instant cash they were in FS19.
No, very true.
I am getting a lot of barley off of here. I think I'm on my 3rd trailer full.
That's very good.
And hopefully, if I remember when I edit it, big silent bits will be time-lapse, not me just forgetting and leaving everyone watching me slowly do stuff.
I did chuckle. I was watching your video, and what did you say? Oh, I think the dogs were going mental or something. So you says, "I'll be back in a minute."
Yeah.
And you just left the tractor running, and then you went, "By the power of editing, I'm back."
Yep.
Like, oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, they've been on one this morning. We had the window cleaner come this morning, and it's a good job we didn't try and start at 8 like we normally do.
Having a mad half hour.
Oh yeah, they've been having a mad week. Well, certainly since I've been home, they've been doing my head in.
They missed you.
Sort of. But one of them just seems to be being a complete idiot at the moment.
Are they all better now?
Yeah, they are.
Good.
Thankfully.
Good. There's always a stress in it.
Yeah.
Kids and pets.
Yeah. Yep. 2 of the 3 big sources of stress in my life.
Sound, kids, and pets.
4 big sources of stress in my life.
Oh dear, yeah. Oh, we seem to have got the sound reasonably nailed now, so
yeah,
on down.
Didn't really take too long at all to be ready to spend more time messing about trying to sort out mods.
We did indeed, but it'll be worth it in the long run.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do silage just yet. The price is really nice, but I don't know if I fancy doing a bunch of mowing and windrowing at the moment.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Although I'm torn, but we'll see. I'll just lease the big M.
You probably want about 3 plots of land for that.
Yeah, to make it worthwhile. Yeah.
There's someone who's been posting on Facebook. They have mowed and windrowed, and that's as far as I saw. They posted the entire map.
Oh, that is
on console.
Yeah. Wow.
I think they'd been streaming it as well, but that is an insane amount of mowing.
It is. It'd be interesting to see what they get off that.
Repetitive strain injury and a migraine.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah. I wasn't going down that route, but yeah, you're probably right. To be fair, yeah, sore thumbs.
Yeah, they might be younger than me, and they might be able to sit in game for that long.
No, you have to have back stretching breaks.
Yeah. I remember when I used to play Gran Turismo, one of the versions of Gran Turismo had a goal and a 24-hour race in it. So one weekend I'm going to sit and do that. Never did.
Oh no, that'd be that's a fair old stint. That is.
That is, the 24-hour real-time race is just stupid.
Need if you didn't need glasses to start with, you would afterwards. Swear
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, and I think you could, a bit like you can use workers in this, you could use drivers to do some of it, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, never decided to dedicate an entire weekend to it. Which is weird, because I now quite happily dedicate big chunks of my weekend to playing Farm Sim.
Yeah. It's funny how things change, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. How are you getting on with your harvest?
Just on the strip of shame now, and then it's finished.
Yeah, I'm not far from being finished. And then I need to try and get all these bales loaded up onto a bale trailer and sold.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm not doing that by hand. Well, I am doing it by hand, but by super strength, I think.
Yes,
I
I
might-
think that's probably a good idea.
Depending on the cost, I might lease an Anderson, actually. So there's quite a lot of them.
Fancy.
It's more about speed than being fancy.
Yeah, smarter, not harder.
Yep.
I was saying that earlier. I did have a moment where I wondered if the auger would actually attach to the tractor, or whether I was going to have to drive it at 3 mile an hour all the way down to the train yard. But
That would have been brilliant to watch.
that would be definitely time-lapsed, I think.
I would have enjoyed seeing that ever so slowly creep across the map.
I wonder if you could put that on a worker.
I know you can't generally put them on auto drive because I've tried.
Of course you have, yeah.
I had to move one on Greenlands, and I didn't want to take a tractor to where it was because it was quite away from the farm. And can I stick that on auto drive? No, I can't.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because that would make it it'd take ages, and I think it'd probably end up in the river, but
Yeah,
might work.
yeah. I'd not tried an AI worker. That'd be interesting.
Might have a go in a minute.
Maybe you could use the AI worker to take it back to the farm.
Thinking, get it out of the way so it doesn't get driven into.
There are some very reckless drivers about.
You did all right. Karting last night though, when we were
Yeah,
foraging
Yeah.
on what map are we on? May.
Maypole. Yeah, most of it, or some of it, is I like to have cruise control on, because if I'm playing for hours and hours on keyboard, I find that my hands start to hurt if I'm constantly doing the throttle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So quite often, if I'm driving around doing stuff, I will just jam cruise control on, and what I should do is not have it on maximum, because apparently you don't drive a tractor everywhere at top speed. I have a horrible feeling that we're not going to get everything done today. It's not far off of midday and we've not finished harvesting yet. We have all of this to sell. I'm just going to have a look actually at what the Anderson costs. Yeah, no auger wagon for us. Yeah, I think it's worth spending that to lease it rather than buying a cheap bale trailer. I'm gonna get, how much was it per 1,000 litres of straw? 218, so 14. Probably going to get about 1,600 a bale, so yeah. I think it was how many we have littered across the field. It is worth getting that bale stacker to speed that process up. Just because otherwise I think it'll take me the whole day to load these up. But it should be a nice payday. And we can just unload the Anderson next to the bale sell point and then throw all the bales in. Yes, it's not how I would normally do it, but it's going to work. One more row maybe. 1.5 more rows with the combine. It's nice to have kept up with the baler. Going to return the baler straight away. I was pondering doing some grass silage, but as I was saying, don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to create another field. So my plan, I think, is to plant sugar beets in that field, and then we'll plough in another field there and plant something in it, or if maybe next time we'll do some silage. That is also an option. Let's see if we can get the work going again. Yep. Need to add in park vehicles so we can park those bikes. See how Cartec's doing for money. 60 grand. Has he brought any more fields yet? Guess it's kind of hard. Oh, he has. He's brought another piece of land. He's gone down that way, which is interesting. I think there's any woodland in that plot of land, but he's done quite well for money unless he's in the same loan situation as we are. But he did have a big field of soybeans there, so we need to empty the combine and then finish off the missed bits, and then we'll finish the baling off. We'll be good. I don't know whether to hang on to this tractor. I think we will, because we can get a worker's seeding while we start working on ploughing in the new field maybe. I'm not going to do what I did with the other field and turn it into one gigantic field. Yeah, looks like he's finished his harvest. So that is full. Drive that over to the silo, tip that, and come back and finish off that little bit. We've got 2 little bits to do. Get the baling finished, get the bale stacker, get the bales sold. Use the money from selling the bales to get an auger wagon to sell some of the barley. We are at, not bad, nearly 60,000 litres of barley. That is going to be a nice payday, actually. A little bit of lag there. Right, combine. We've still got a couple of thousand litres in the combine. And nicely, it is still pretty full of fuel, which is good, considering how busy it's been. That big field of soybeans is going to be a nice payday. I think we might use that to buy a second tractor. Something about 200 horsepower maybe would be nice. Then we can stop leasing the other little International. And yeah. Get our chickens going as well today, I think. Pretty pleased with that first harvest off this field, second harvest. Worker did a good job. Didn't cost us too much money. Not too worried about the scraps of straw off of here. So 58,000 litres in the silo. Maybe if we sell about 30,000 litres, that's going to bring us in nearly 60 grand. That's nice. Oh, I'm pondering. I think you might sell all of that actually. Keep a little tiny bit and do another small field of barley. Maybe cut this field into two. Yeah, nearly 62,000 litres. It's awesome. Very happy with that. Yeah. Get that over the discharge trigger. There we go. Cool. So yeah, things we need to do now. We need to get the bales all sold. We can sit on... We'll sell the barley as well. As I say, we could sit on that, but I think we want to get the get this field being turned around before we worry about selling it. Finish the baling off quickly and then get bales sold. Halfway through the day pretty much. I don't know if I mentioned we're on a fixed visual month of July or August now. As we were starting up, we found that we were looking at about 3 months of snow through winter, which obviously doesn't fit with how we're playing this, so we switched to a fixed visual month. Come on. Yeah, we'll get rid of this baler. Do have the option of a cheap small loading wagon that we've added in if I we do more barley, which I think is an option. I think we might just plough in or section off a small bit of this field to do for chicken feed, and then whenever we need more chicken feed we can just plant a little bit of barley, get some chicken feed. Actually, maybe square off up there. Yes, I know I've left quite a lot of straw on the field. Not too worried. Not too worried about that. Seeing what the map looks like. Yeah. So Kartek's got that massive field down there now. Let's see if we can finish off a bale. We must have enough to finish off a bale from my really poor job of clearing the field of straw. No point sending it back with half a bale in the baler. So I'm still trying a new mic stand out with the hope that I get less of the booming sound of me hitting the keyboard, but I'm less confident of its placement, so I can't be bothered with that. Let's put some fuel in and go get these bales stacked and sold. It will return that one. Half an hour, not too bad. And we're going to, I don't think we have any. Does that have auto load? No, that one doesn't. That doesn't. Yeah. Release that. And go grab it from the store. Back in a second. So I think we know what Kartek's planning. I kind of got the hint from that when we were chatting about mods as to the fact that he had forgotten to add in some mowers. Interesting to see how he gets on making silage off of that. As I was saying when we were chatting, I just don't feel like mowing and windrowing a load of grass at the moment. Right. It's a nice looking mower you're picking up there.
Thank you very much. Question for you. Have you tried to repair your tractor yet?
I have not. Is it expensive?
I can't do it. Won't let me. Just lets me customise.
Interesting. I will stop by my repair point and have a look.
Much appreciated. Thank you. Just I noticed it was going a bit low, and yeah, then I couldn't do anything with it.
I appear to not be able to.
I don't understand.
Something we can have a look at
Yeah.
in the week. If not, we can agree a reasonable fee and repair them both through the magic of editing.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
It might be to do with their value at the moment, because it might be struggling to work out a repair value, because I think that could be based off of vehicle value.
Does make sense, yes.
And they are worth, I believe, the grand sum of £1 or maybe even £0.
Zero. Absolutely diddly, yes.
So that's probably it. So I suspect we need to go back in and give them a value and just agree that we can't sell them, because otherwise we're never going to be able to repair them. Possibly the same with the combine.
Yeah, but it is actually. Yeah. No, that sounds like a sensible plan.
This is why you should test things before you do them, I guess.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I would never have thought to try something like that, but never mind.
Oh, I'm guessing your tractor is as battered as mine, but it seems to be running okay.
Yeah, same. It's not The only reason I wanted to check it was because bringing the auger back, it was only going about 10 mile an hour. But I wasn't sure if that was just because it was attached or dragging or something. But yes, working fine still though. Can't grumble.
Yeah, mine's pulling this bale loader around pretty okay.
Good.
And it's not like I'm trying to corner at 20 miles an hour, but you know, I haven't crashed yet.
Yet.
Jackknifing in an open field is technically not crashing.
Yeah, you didn't hit anything. Yeah. How many bales did you get?
I have no idea at the moment because it's multiplayer, so I'll tell you when I've collected them all.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Quite a lot is the answer.
Very good. They did look. It did look impressive from my side of the road.
They're not massive bales, they're only 150 centimetre ones.
Oh, okay.
So they're 7,500 litres rather than more like 11 from the bigger bales.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't face stacking these manually on a trailer even with GT strength.
Yeah, I don't. That's for bales. I don't think it's probably much of an advantage using the GT strength.
Yeah, maybe not, especially for round bales.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be about 21, 2, 4, about 25, 26, something like that.
What?
Which is, I think they're worth about $1,500 each, which is not bad.
Is that at the train station?
Yes, I'm going to have to take them off of here and throw them into the sell point. But
Yeah.
I'm just going to hide the camera at that point so no one can see that I'm cheating massively.
It's not cheating. It's just being creative.
I think it's about 30 bales.
Yes, very good indeed. Worthwhile bailing it all up then.
Definitely. And I'm going to be a very bad neighbour and come and crush some of your grass.
That was the reason that I bought it, hoping that you'd have to drive around it, so it'd take you longer.
Yeah. I don't see any change here, to be honest. There's no signs which say no entry or no fences or fields to drive through, so...
You invest in a fence. These motors, they're not fly.
Yeah, I've not used them. I'd found them on Mod Hub, and I'm trying to avoid driving in front of you at least.
Oh, I thought you were taking the mickey as in like, I'm going to drive across every inch of the field.
Not quite, no. I thought it would be rude to cut across the front of you when you're mowing.
Oh, it's very good of you, very considerate.
See, I am a considerate farmer.
You are indeed.
If a little bit lazy.
Just a touch.
I'm sure at some point there'll be a bypass which runs from the exit of my farm straight across there.
How you've done overnight without me noticing, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's half my grass gone? Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how you do with getting silage off of there. I assume you're planning to mow the entire plot?
Yes, that is the plan. I might, yeah, this could be a bit of a on and off job, I think. It's not like it's going to rot away.
That is very true. And I guess you can always mow a bit, collect it, plough a bit in.
Yeah, that's. I think that may have to be the approach that is taken.
Time to see if this idea is going to work.
If I wasn't busy, I'd come and have a look.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, let's see if we can get these sold. We'll ignore whatever that's doing. But I've lost some key bindings. Wow, that is a lot of grass he's mowing. So hopefully that's got super strength on. It's that old key, isn't it? Right. See what we're going to get for a bale. Very nice. I'll take that. Definitely worth the cost and effort to bale. You can pay back some of this loan we've got. And we need to buy the auger, I guess. That's going to be quite a nice payout. Price has dropped a little bit. Price has come back up a little bit. That's kind of weird. Asked for you to do. I don't think it's worth saving any of these at the moment. Awesome. It's back to the farm and I will see you back here. So I've got the last 6 bales on now. It looks like Kartek's broken down, or he's off buying more stuff or leasing more stuff. Let's have a quick peek up at the store. Oh, I see another vehicle coming down. We'll get a peek at that on the way back. See what he has leased himself by the looks of it. Bit further back than I thought still to go. Well, jump on a little bit of a quick time lapse to get these bales sold, I think. Actually figured probably trying to time lapse selling the bales might make you all go a bit nuts, so we'll get these done. I'm going to return this trailer here because we don't need it anymore and it's useless weight to drag around. And then I want to go lease the planter that I'm planning to use. So that we can, in fact, we can just return that now. Yeah, so we're going to plant sugar beets in that field, I think. We have access to the cheap little root crop harvester, so my thinking is probably we'll maybe lease one and buy one, or buy the headers, because we do have a limit of leasing 3 items, and that would technically be 4 items to lease 2 of them. So we made 49,000 from those. Awesome. Right.
Bonjour.
Made nearly 50 grand off the straw.
Wowzers. That is, that was worth doing then.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with
Covered your
that.
costs.
Yep, just about. I was worried about that at the start, actually, but yeah. And I see you've invested in some things.
I have.
Might have.
What have you noticed?
Well, I noticed that you had a tractor sat empty, and then another one seemed to have appeared on the map.
Yes, I've borrowed one.
Great minds and all that.
Yeah, exactly. I did look at getting the John Deeres that we put in, but they're slightly more expensive and not as much horsepower as the old International. So
Yeah, I was saying, I think it might have been before we started. I'm sure when they came out in FS19, they had a more powerful version because I remember people running, big mowers and fast balers and stuff on those.
that's what I was thinking. I was looking as well to see. I know you can put a 3-point link on the front, but it didn't seem to have a PTO. But that probably doesn't matter, to be fair. But
No, it's
yeah,
fine.
I was.
It's fine.
It's just imaginary.
Yeah.
Wireless.
Wireless PTOs, they're the future.
Yeah. Get that idea patented. I was just thinking, this this series is so much more relaxed than when you're trying to do a let's play, isn't it?
It is.
You
It's
actually just get to farm and chat and
yeah.
fun.
It's very different. It's like selling those bales. If I was doing a proper Let's Play series, would have taken me ages.
Yeah. That's the other thing as well. It's a faster pace, isn't it? Because of the geo and whatnot. There's always something to do. You're not scratching around for jobs.
Definitely, it is much more relaxed and really quite good fun.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
I think this is a direct planter. I'm hoping, because I don't want to have to plough as well. The crash count is getting quite high in this episode as well.
Is it the keyboard disconnecting again?
It most definitely is that. Yes.
Yeah, righto. That's your excuse and you're sticking to it.
Totally.
It's amazing with not a lot of kit how untidy this yard is getting.
You're in your yard, right?
Yes.
Don't cross the road. It's even worse.
Oh, is it bad? Oh dear. I was very impressed on Maypole how organised everything was, and a shed for everything in its place, all that lot.
There's so much kit on that farm that if it wasn't, you'd never find it.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
That's what happens when I don't have to worry about spending money too much. And it's quite funny, actually. We played on there for quite a while with not much kit. And then we brought everything we thought we might need. And the lag changed quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, I was getting spikes yesterday when I jumped on and was doing the hay bales. And it's just at that moment when you're moving up closer to the other bales and you think, oh great, here we go, this is going to explode everywhere.
Yeah, and generally it's been pretty good for that, but there seemed to be more lag over the weekend, and that's probably one of the benefits of doing this, A, on a weekday, and B, through your PC, is that we don't have to deal with other people being on servers.
Yes, true, yeah. Yeah, we don't have that, we don't have to share any bandwidth.
No, and the teenager's not in the house, so they're not hogging bandwidth either.
Fancy having a half term, eh? Shocking.
Didn't have it in my day. 700 days a year, 26 hours a day at school.
Yeah. So hard done too.
So, yes, I think the plan is sugar beets in here with the worker planting them. And I'm going to run to the store and grab some fertilizer. And then we can work on expanding our new field in. Tank is not empty. Looks like we're seeding this ourselves. Oh well, it's quite big, so. We can sell the barley another day. It's really nice having a direct planter. Right, change of plan. Let's go get the fertilizer, get the field fertilized, and then plant it. Because otherwise we're going to get in a mess with getting fertilization states, with everything growing in 2 days. Can't remember how much fertilizer this thing holds. We're going to bring back a couple of bags, I think. A quick peek in the store. So that's 2006. We actually did quite a lot of land with that. And I might then switch to running the planter behind this tractor because we can use GPS. Right. So, we get 4 bags. And then I'm going to knock down the loan. Okay, that's better. Then we'll have a bit of fertilizer on hand on the farm, and we don't owe so much cash. Kind of a win-win. We might get another bag of seed while we're here as well. See if we can get all this back to the farm in one hit. What could possibly go wrong? I was taught this technique by a very, very clever farmer. So what I'm going to do is very unrealistically just drop the forks off with everything on it. And let's go fertilizing. just in case we get the width problem we had before. Let's drop a waypoint. And another one. Off we go. Shouldn't take too long to get this fertilized. Let's just check that it's applying properly. Yep, awesome. That makes sense to get a layer on before we get the crops in the ground. It's slightly frustrating that we can't use a worker on that planter, but not a big deal. Yeah, we've got that little patch there that we didn't fertilize this, at the end of the previous video. Actually, Kartek let me do a couple of trips up and down with the fertilizer spreader before we progressed time, so he is a good guy like that. Yeah, probably get this field replanted, and that's going to be it, I reckon. Two more passes. And then, yeah, I'll put this tractor on the planter. We'll hang on to the leased one for now. I don't think our leasing costs are that bad. No, not really. Because we spent a lot on leasing the baler and the bale loader today. I think I'm going to leave that little tiny strip and not worry about fertilizing that. Don't think it's worth the extra pass. Do that. I can take the leased tractor off the planter, park it up back to the side, and perfect. I'm going to call that good enough. We'll drop the fertilizer spreader next to the other tractor and then hook up to the planter. Makes sense to put the hours on our own tractor. Auto whip. Off we go. Let's get these planted. Time-lapse time again, I think. Hello, Mr. Kartek.
didn't take you long to get a root crop in, mate.
Nope. Got to turn those fields around.
I
They're
see
trying.
you went for beets.
Yeah, trying out that new 9-meter direct planter that we added.
Any good?
The only problem with it is it won't let me use a worker, which is a bit annoying. Otherwise, for a really cheap 9-meter direct planter, it's brilliant.
Oh, very good. Wonder why it won't let you put a worker on it.
It keeps saying it has an empty tank, but it only seems to have a sea tank.
Oh.
So I'm not sure
There's
where.
not a sorry, there's not a front tank to it, is there? You know, like with the what's the one that you like?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm wondering maybe whether there's a hidden fertilizer tank in there or something that isn't showing. But it's it's a direct planter, so it saved me having to replow the field, which is cool. It's got the slight issue that some big planters have, that it rocks a bit occasionally and misses bits of ground. But for what it cost me to lease it, I'm not going to complain.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly. I see you've gone soybeans again.
Nope. I haven't, have I?
That's what it looked like.
Didn't mean to if I did. Hold on.
Or is it canola?
Yes, canola.
Ah.
I think it's got to that point where it's changing the map over, isn't it? To
Yeah,
from soybeans to canola. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got canola growing already, haven't you? So that's why I thought
have.
you'd done soybeans again.
No, I was actually chatting about that, and obviously it's very much worthwhile doing soybeans, but whether or not to do them constantly is a different matter.
Yeah, it might get a little bit boring doing constantly the same crop.
Yeah, but I did say that, so I think a bit of a rotation, and I've asked people what they think about rotating it. I didn't ask for what crop type. I did.
Poplars on competitive multiplayer.
Well, you know what? If you could get the kit to do it, because there's the seed, or not the seed, the saplings are, was it 200 quid for 2,000 litres?
Yeah, I think the problem would be getting something cost effective to harvest them.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that wouldn't be massively cheaty.
Yeah, and wouldn't take 8 episodes to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already slightly nervous about how long it's going to take me to harvest all these sugar beets.
Which, you're not doing it in the massive field, though, are you?
No.
So, and that root crop harvester goes, is it 10 mile an hour, I think?
Something like that. What I'm planning to do is probably lease or buy and or buy one harvester, so that I've got 2, and then maybe buy the headers, because we can only lease 3 things, can't we?
Yes.
And so if I wanted to lease it all, that would be 4 things, because the headers are separate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that, but I think trying to do it with one harvester will just take too long.
Yeah, it's finding that balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cost versus time.
But I also think that it could pay quite. I haven't looked at the price yet of sugar beets, but generally sugar beets pays very well. So, and I wanted to do something different to. I've done soybeans, done a traditional grain crop. Maybe might do a silage crop next time.
Then
might do some silage next time, maybe. Don't know. How's the mowing going?
Yeah, plodding her through. I think I'm definitely over halfway. Steady, awesome. 14 mile an hour. So
nice. I've probably got about another 20 minutes, and I need to be done.
Yeah.
Because I'm
that's
technically
okay with
still
me.
At work, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. No, that's fine. I think the light will start to go then anyway.
You've got the Jubilee week off, but
Yeah.
Celebrating the Queen's birthday or whatever it is.
70 years, isn't it, of reign.
Wow. Her pension's going to be awesome. 70 years of civil service pension. She's going to be set.
Yeah, if she's not already, yeah.
Slightly quieter one today. Less random chatting, I guess. I'm still feeling exhausted, so it worked for me, and I'm hoping that I can time lapse some of it this time.
Yes, I did say that we were both conscious of the lengths of the video, so we're trying to find a balance between having a bit of a chin wag, time lapsing, jump cutting, so it's not the hour and a half sort of tops, I think we said, didn't we?
Yeah, sometimes it can be too long.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
We
comment.
made it a long time before I got in a stupid juvenile joke, so, you know.
Hey, you know, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
But no, productive today, I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
My husband.
Definitely. I had hoped that I could run a worker on this planter so that I could have the bit of unused land I have at the moment being productive, but
Yeah.
I think I've probably got enough on my hands at the moment anyway.
Yeah. I was sat here mowing and I thought, I'm not getting anything else done. What can I do? Oh yeah, hire a worker.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's important in this to certainly where we are at the moment, to have your fields with crop in them growing, because it only takes 2 days to grow crops at the moment, so that's a lost day is half a harvest almost.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's
And yeah, it's really weird playing at such a fast pace. You'll if you end up watching this one, I took some inspiration from you on how to get back a fertilizer spreader spreader full of fertilizer plus extra fertilizer and seed back.
oh, I'll definitely watch that then.
And it's one of the few times I haven't crashed so far today.
Well, probably a good job really if
Yeah.
you were loaded up that much.
Yeah, I might have managed to tip the tractor over earlier though.
Oh dear. Oops. I don't think I've rolled mine yet.
It wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't crash. I'm going to have to work hard on practicing my driving in the next few weeks, I think.
Oh dear. So how did you roll it?
I
Or shall I just wait and see?
think I hit a fence post over by the train sell point. I think it was a telegraph pole. Whilst trying to turn, whilst doing 20 odd miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to end well. They just appear out of nowhere though, don't they?
They do. That was my excuse as well. I am impressed with how long the seeds lasted in this thing. One bag of seed has done 3/4 of this field.
Pretty good then.
Which is
I do
pretty
find
nuts.
the modded ones tend to have a better consumption rate.
Yeah, and sugar beet's pretty bad for seed normally. And it only holds
Yeah.
1,000 litres, so it's pretty good.
Decent find then, that one.
Yeah, I think that was a Smock Farmer find.
Oh, very good.
I can't remember which site it's off of. If I remember when I'm editing, I will stick the link in the description. It's off an itch.io page.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really nice. It certainly fits with the generation of tractor,
Cool.
and it's even the right colour.
Oh, get you.
Yeah, I mean,
Matching.
probably means you aren't allowed to use it because it's Team Red.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've forgotten about Team Blue and Team Red.
Yeah. Well,
How
you've
come
ditched your team colours now, haven't you, for your new lifestyle?
New lifestyle. Yeah, I'll go back to it next week. It's not for me.
No.
It's only so much Brokeback you can take.
Very true.
Oh, that sounded wrong.
It's clearly getting time that we need to stop soon.
Yeah,
Although
I think it is.
I do want to get this field finished before we call it
Okay.
a day.
We'll go a bit longer then.
Yeah. She can take a little bit more. I am impressed with how much grass you've got mown.
I am as well. I thought it was going to be a lot slower progress, but this tractor with this mower, turning circles awesome. So you're not spending ages doing a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going well. I'm pleased, and the workers probably about 4 passes off finishing the canola, so
Awesome.
all good. Yeah.
So you planning to silage that?
Yes.
Nice.
Not sure. Well, I think I know in what form.
Nice big payday at the BGA potentially then.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Well, I think at the moment, I did have a look, and at the moment the train station is paying better for silage.
Okay, I haven't actually looked yet. Thought because that's the thing, you don't necessarily need to. As we've got fixed crop prices, you don't necessarily need to look when the best or what the best price is, because it is always the best price, if that makes sense.
It does. Hopefully you can't hear
Where?
the dogs being stupid in the background. I think that means my family are probably home. But or someone's walked past the house, or a bird has landed, or any of those things.
Fly has flapped its wings.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely is nice not having to worry about when is the best price to sell stuff, and you can just take it up there and get it sold.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good shout putting that cracking little mod in.
And on this map, it does still look very weird because you've got a sell point that offers you 50% more.
Yeah.
And it does it by modifying the base price, which is what mine also does. So it still looks like you're getting some fairly big price variations, but it's just the difference between the two sell points.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, yeah.
I am still super impressed with his idea of you can earn a lot more, but you have to work a lot harder.
Yeah, you have to have that initial investment to, well, definitely for the grain anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good idea.
Yeah, and I guess if you were playing properly, the bales and pallets you'd have to use, like Mr. CDP's using a skid steer to load his pallets of stuff into the sell point.
Yeah, that extra, but FS does that, doesn't it? Rewards that extra effort.
Yeah,
most of the time.
I would definitely consider playing this map as a single player, I think. And I don't do much that's not on turned into a video, but it might be quite nice to just come on here and do some stuff. Welcome back.
Forgot to press that button.
Yeah, I didn't even realise you'd gone. I just thought you'd got fed up of talking to me.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not yet, anyway.
Give it another 30 episodes or so, and
yeah. Episode 999. They're still going.
I don't think it's going to take us that long to hit the £1 million goal.
No, nor me. It's the 800th soybean harvest.
Yeah. Yeah, we now both have 8 plots of soybeans and 3 X9s.
Yeah, that's got to be the ultimate goal, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not sure if £1 million is the right goal on here. I mean, we're only 3 episodes in and kind of second harvest in. £1 million feels very achievable.
It does, but then, well, yeah, I suppose it depends what we're going to do, isn't it, or what you end up doing and how you go about it. I mean, I made 150 grand off the soybeans.
See, that's what
but then that's gone back into land, etc.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we need to call it a few more episodes in, don't we? Once
Yeah,
we've
we
both
do.
got set up with the kit and the land, and you're actually not reinvesting the money as much. It's just profit. But
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
eye-watering amount of money you made.
I know. It was.
I'm excited because I've got a giant field of soybeans that I should harvest next day.
Yeah, it's yeah, it was brilliant, and it was only 1 3/4 trailers, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, it was.
That price is so good going up there, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, and when it worked, I was like, because there's a bit of a delay with the trailer tipping
Yeah.
versus the auger picking it up and then starting to deliver it. So I was thinking, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Yes, it's working. So yeah, can't grumble.
No, I'd be happy with that. In fact, I will be hopefully happy with that next video.
Excellent. Sorry, was just stopping the worker from harvesting over my other crop.
No problem. I'm trying to work out if I can empty this seeder so I can return it or not.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to have an unload option.
Some of them don't, do they?
No, it's got 800 or 600 litres of seed in it.
Ugh, what a waste.
Now, I'm just going to send it back.
Send it.
Just be totally frivolous with my money. Right, a couple more bits to do and I'm going to have to call it a day.
That's okay with me. I'm nearly done with seeding and the mowing can continue next time.
So we're just going to quickly stick in our chicken coop. Right over here out of the way. I'm actually going to put it in 2. Okay. Bit short of cash now. We can re-borrow money. I want to get these going tonight before we log off, basically. Because it looks like pallets of eggs are worth a stupid amount of money. It will re-borrow a little bit. We've still got 45,000 litres of barley in the shed, so we can always release some cash if we need to. Yeah, we're right on the edge there of our plot of land. I'm tempted to put something in here as well. Sorry, it had to do that without talking because the dogs were barking and being stupid. There we go. Put half a trailer into each. And then I am going to call it a day. No, we're going to put that much in. Turn off GPS. Yep, they are full. Awesome. The excess can go back in the silo. Very, very productive episode again. Excited to see what those soybeans are worth. Nice field of canola there. And look at all that grass. You done?
I am. Yes.
Well,
Did you get what you wanted to finish?
Happy to call it done. I did. Yes, I have my sugar beet planted, and I have chickens now.
Lovely.
Which was kind of the point of planting the barley. So I figured I'd better actually get them brought.
Yeah, and spend all your cash. Yeah.
Yeah, basically spend the cash I don't have.
Credit card, mate. Credit card.
Yep. I did manage to pay some of the loan off for a little while.
Very good. I think I am loan free still.
Look at you.
Borrowed a little bit.
Living the dream.
Oh no.
I'm really excited to see what that soybean harvest is going to do for me with how much you made off of your one.
Yes, it is impressive.
And you have a lot of grass to windrow, I guess.
I do. Still have got a little bit left to mow, but
maybe you can hook the windrower up to the back of the bike.
yeah, hire a worker on. Oh,
yeah,
hire a worker on the bike.
If you're desperate, my rates are reasonable.
Well, yes, I suppose we could think about that. Actually, yes,
we could do a little bit of co-op together.
We could. That's not a bad shout for next time.
Awesome.
May return the favour when you do your sugar beets.
Oh, that sounds like a damn good plan, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Cool. Well, I will see you again next week.
Well, take care and have a good rest of the week.
You too. Enjoy your long weekend.
And you, mate.
Catch you later.
Catch you later, mate. Bye.
That sounds like a really good idea. Do a little bit of co-op multiplayer on here. Anyway, I do need to finish up now. So thanks for watching, folks. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, click the like button, leave me a comment below, and I will catch you next time on the competitive multiplayer.